Welcome guys to another race here tonight for the AMA Modified Series at Martinsville. Tonight's going to be a 200 lap race tonight, so definitely going to be some great action here once again from this league. Last week when I was with Matt, we had a great race between KD and a couple other guys, Steve and Tony Cardos and Justin Minkowski. So definitely those guys are here tonight again, and we're going to be seeing some great action here tonight. Been watching practice here with Matt, and again, KD Osborne going to be setting that, first position with the 18.801, and definitely has some definitely has some greater driving abilities at every track, and with the race car driver, you want to be good at each track you go to, and KD Osborne really shows you that. So here we go. We got about 12 minutes left before we hit qualifying, which qualifying is going to be 2 laps. A little bit of track info for you guys. Length of this track is going to be a half mile. There's 4 turns, and this is at Martinsville. And I'm going to be, of course, in the modified. So, Matt, I'm looking forward to this race tonight.
Here tonight, folks, and I am here. I'm just letting Mr. Kyle take a little bit of the lead here tonight. Be different here this evening. Kyle, you looking forward to being the lead man here tonight?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous now, but of course, last race, as the race went on, I got, had a lot more, calm and started really focusing. So, my apologies tonight if I kind of stutter in the beginning, but it takes time.
Yeah, and what we're doing here, guys, is Kyle is working more and more with Extreme Sim here, and I'm just trying to get him used to every role that I can. I want him to be well versed in a little bit of every role. And there is a difference between lead and secondary. And so tonight, we're going to see how he does with lead as we get about 10 minutes here before racing action. So, Kyle, what do you say we take a look at the point standings tonight, buddy?
Of course. All right, point standings here tonight. Of course, a little bit, I haven't looked at the points lately, but first position tonight, Rex Hoyle coming in with a total points of 115, but right behind him with 114 is going to be Steve Baker. Unfortunately, Steve Baker didn't make it tonight, so that is going to move Steve Baker probably down a little bit. Rex Hoyle definitely has to do well tonight. Actually, Rex Hoyle is 9 here tonight, it looks like.
That is huge, because I just looked at it as well. Man, you're 2 top contenders, dude.
But we do have 3rd place here tonight. Ricky Harden running that 3rd position with 112 total points. So Ricky Harden, he really has to do well tonight, and that could be a position change all the way to 1st for Ricky Harden.
Yeah, it could be very easily a change in position there. And that's the situation you dream of as a driver. You get in the position to where that will happen. That opens the door wide open for you. Of course, Ruben as well there in 4th. Douglas 5th. So, really, anybody in that top 5 can take advantage here tonight. And we'll wait about 9 more minutes here, and we'll find out for sure that Rex and Steve ain't going to make it. But I'm pretty sure if they were going to be here, they would have been here already. So, what we're going to do now is I am going to go ahead and go to commercial break. And when we come back, of course, commercial break and your national anthem. And when we come back, it'll be just about qualifying time. And Mr. Kyle here will lead us through qualifying, and we'll get ready to go tonight, racing tonight in the Martinsville 200 AMA Modified Series. We will be right back with you here on Extreme Sim TV. Of course, once again here tonight, it's Matt and Kyle in the booth with you. We'll see you on the other side in just a moment.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back from the just watching some practice here. It looks like Steve Baker has made it tonight, so definitely more competition coming in. I definitely want to talk to Steve from last race. Watching Steve had such a rough night. I just kind of want to hear how what he's thinking, how he feels. So, Matt, if you can move Steve Baker up here, that'd be awesome.
Alrighty, dude. We'll do. Let's see if we can find them here. Oh,
Hey, Steve, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, I kind of wanted to move you in here. I just saw that you came into the race, so we are live right now. We're going to be doing a pre-race interview, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty, so coming in from last race, what a night that me and Matt had watching you guys battle it out there that whole entire night. We were definitely on our heels, but unfortunately, you just had some bad luck. Coming from that race last week, how do you feel coming into this race? Do you think that bad luck's gonna carry on, or what do you kind of think?
Well, I would have felt a little better if I had some practice. My AC went out in my house today, so I kind of been dealing with that. So it'll be a hot one, but yeah, I hope so, man. It's a long race, so we'll see what happens. We were able to go from the back to the front twice last week, so hopefully I can just get up front and stay there this week and see what happens.
Tonight is very, very crucial to conserve those tires once again. 200 laps here at Martinsville, so really need to drive more of a conservative out there. But once again, here, guys, Steve Baker, good luck tonight, man.
Thank you.
Well, Matt, why'd you send me down there, buddy? Well, I'm definitely excited for tonight. I'm really starting to, starting to get a liking for that Katie Osborne down there. He just such a good race car driver. If mentally out on the track, he knows how to stay calm. He knows how to stay focused.
yeah, he does, and I am back, guys. Sorry I had myself muted out there. I'm a professional broadcaster over here. I had to stuff his face goes. So thank you, Kyle, for taking the load off and kind of doing some of the pre-race for us. But yeah, it's going to be a good show out there tonight, I do believe.
And here we go. Checker flag drops for practice here tonight, so we'll move into our qualifying. And Matt, I want you to do. I'll let you have qualifying. It'll be a little difficult for me to kind of point out cars for you.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, we'll get ready to get qualifying going here in just a moment. Of course, as always, big shout out to Slide Job Sales, Racing, Diecast, and Collectibles presenting qualifying here tonight. And I'll also be your presenter for your starting lineup here in a little bit. Well, out on track right now. Let's see if anybody's able to get up to speed. Not seeing anybody right yet up to speed per se. Here comes the 8 machine. He'll cross the stripe. That's going to be a Mr. Rich. They're out there on track. In the 3 and 4 man, it's so hard to get these cars down on the bottom, right around that yellow line where you want to be there, Kyle.
Yeah, at the bull ring, the bottom is it's just like that's the line, but here it looks a lot more difficult to run that bottom line. These guys are kind of, I'm a dirt guy, of course, so you don't want to slide up in asphalt. So definitely want to keep that hugging those left tires on that yellow line.
And look at the top of the board right now. That's going to be Ricky taking over the top spot, man.
Yeah, with a 19.155, that's a great time here at Martinsville.
Great job there. He'll loop it in 1 and 2. Of course, the 8 machine there still in second, 19. Oh, new one to the top of the board. Your guy, KD, puts it on top of the board.
yeah, once again, you know, that Katie Osmond, his favorite number should be 1, man. He's always in first, it seems like.
You're doing a great job there in that number 88 ride. Doing Dale Jr. proud here tonight.
Yeah, I really want to ask KD, post-race interview here after the race on just who is making it happen for him. I mean, his setup, just has to be perfect. I mean, every time he comes out, he's not loose, he's tight, and he gets it done. So I really want to see what makes it happen for him.
Yeah, that's the key to that. I'd like to know myself because I run these things as well, and they can be very difficult to get the looseness out of.
I would have no idea how to set these cars up. But as more as I watch these guys. Oh, Matt, I actually want to ask or tell you, I tried these cars out at the bull ring, man. They are definitely fun.
For sure, they are fun, and I'll tell you what, I would give you some of my setup secrets, but since we're on air, I can't really do that.
Yeah, once we go off air, it's a whole different story.
But right now, Ricky's in second, Steve Baker third. Nice to see both those guys in the race here tonight. Second and third, so that battle continues up near the front of the pack. And it's going to be interesting here for 200 miles. Now, again, here tonight, we will have a halfway break, though, Kyle.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that. I heard Race Control talking about it, but I wasn't sure about it. So,
yeah,
halfway break, here, you want it. You want a halfway break. Or, well, that's honestly opinion. In my opinion, it depends on how I'm feeling. If you're tired, you want that halfway break. But if you're not, you don't want a halfway break because you want to keep that rhythm going.
True, but in the broadcast world on our end, the halfway breaks are awesome. It allows us to do so many things on the broadcasting end of things. As more guys put times on the board right now, KD, though, still on top of the board with an 18.994, so he's not really dropped off that far.
As we get here through qualifying here, we got about 1 minute left, and then we'll move into the race. Before we go into the race, I want to ask Matt, as we did last time, we kind of put a bet on who was going to, do well tonight, and, I kind of want to ask you, Matt, who you feeling like is going to take it tonight?
Well, I tell you what, tonight's bet's going to be a 50-cent bet, and I'm going to go with Mr. I think I'll go with Steve.
And I definitely kind of saw you picking Steve tonight. But of course, I do like KD. I'm a big fan of him, but sorry about that, KD. I'm gonna go with number 3 of Ricky Harden, qualified second here tonight. He looks good. He looks tight. So we'll see how he does.
Alrighty. And guys, if you haven't noticed, my throat's a little rough tonight. It's still recovering. That's kind of why I'm letting Kyle do most of the talking. But we got one more bet before we go green here, over under on cautions. So, how many cautions you think there'll be here tonight, Kyle? As we're gridding them up.
I'm gonna go with 13 tonight.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with under. I'm gonna go with 10.
10? Okay.
I'm optimistic.
We guessed 6 last time, and there was double that.
Alrighty, well, we're gonna get to our slide job racing diecast and collectibles starting lineup here, and of course you can find a slide job racing diecast and collectibles on Facebook, and I will get you the link down in the description as soon as the race is over as well. Right now, Katie will start from the pole. Ricky starts outside in that number 3 machine. Inside row number 2, Steve Baker, Justin there 4th. In a 5th, that's going to be AJ starting on the inside of row 3, Scotty 6th. 7th to Tony, in 8th to Rich. 9th is going to be Bruce, and Zach back there in 10th. Tell you what, Kyle starting 11th here. Brian, pretty far back in the pack here. Kind of odd to see that 60 machine that far back. Then we have Gerald along with Tyler, who is not racing. He will be admitting Troy, Douglas, Mike, and Ray to round out the 16 car field here tonight. says 17, but again, Tyler will not be racing. I believe it'll be 16 to take the green flag here for 200 laps in the AMA Mod Series.
The number 60 car, Brian F. Of course, you were talking about definitely surprised. I was watching him in qualifying. I think he got loose because a 25.5 here. That's pretty slow. I mean, you would have to get loose or something. So fortunately, not a very good qualifying there tonight. But if he can work his way through, I've seen it happen plenty of times. So we'll see what he can do here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. It's a very tricky situation as we got him still right there behind the pace car getting gridded up, and they're going to start rolling here. Well, Kyle, you're about to make your debut as lead commentator, buddy.
Oh man, you can't be telling me this, Matt. You're making me more nervous and nervous.
Hey, that's my job. Hey, I'm like that driving coach for a driving student. My job is to make you nervous.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens here tonight. If there's some good racing, that'll take my mind off of it. But as we're rolling through here, these guys are tightening up, getting ready as for that green flag to drop. These guys, I mean, what's going through their mind right now is a bunch of adrenaline, but a bunch of nervousness for these guys up front. These the point leaders, top three are definitely gonna have to do well tonight.
And my Matt McNuggets, kind of like Larry McNuggets, watch your right rear tire wear tonight, folks. Don't wear them right rears out. It's a very bad idea if you do. All right, down the back straightaway. It's all yours, Kyle. Get ready to go green.
Alrighty, thank you, man. As that pace car pulls off, let's see what Katie can do here. As you saw last week, he got a very good start each and every restart. Let's see what he does here now. And that green flag is going to drop. Here we go. We're rolling off for lap number 1 here at the AMA Modified Series. Here we go. Here he is going to keep on that bottom. Right behind him is going to be the number 3 car of Steve Baker. Let's see another battle between these two tonight. And we got a caution here tonight. A very, very big pileup. Look at this pileup right now. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars in that pile up. Let's go to the replay there, Matt, and see what kind of.
Yeah, Scotty there in that 02 machine. That car steps out on him coming out of a turn number 2, and man, he goes around and starts stacking them up behind him. It's almost like it's 4th of July, and that stack up looked like, stack up of cars headed to a party or something, sitting over there off of turn number 2.
That's definitely surprising. I was up there watching the front. That battle between Katie and Steve, and that 02 car just got loose. As I said, once you get loose, there's no going back in these cars. And with how this track is not very wide, so all these cars just kept piling it up. So hopefully nobody had too bad a damage. We'll see these cars come back out.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get you out there racing these more often.
Yeah, I don't know how it would do well with some of these guys, but it would definitely be really, really fun to run with some of these guys out here with the modifieds.
Yeah, it would. Well, early yellow here tonight, kind of surprising, I think. A little bit surprising, but we will see as we go forward if we can get them spread out and this, doesn't become an issue, I would think. But I tell you what, that was tricky off of turn 2.
Yeah, turn 2 here tonight looks a little tricky, but I'm going to get my pen and paper out, start counting these cautions here tonight, because, after that early one, we'll see what happens.
My bet might be in trouble here tonight. Might be.
Yeah, that's why I kind of went high.
I might be losing 50 cents before the night's over. Boy, we're.
Well, at least it's not, $2,000, $3,000 like some of these guys.
That's very high roller over here, 50 cents.
Yeah, that's a couple pieces of bubble gum there, Matt.
Let's see, just trying to help you out there, buddy. Get you some bubble gum.
Yeah. You guys might be hearing me chew very loudly here in that next race.
All right, well, we're still a single file. I don't believe the lights are out on the pace car as of yet.
We're looking like the lineup is not right because it's throwing KD all the way to the back there. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so we've had this happen in this series before, and what they did was they just ran around under yellow until we got it sorted out, and I'm sure that's what they're doing right now. And folks at home, I'm sure if we need to know, race control will come let us know, like they've done in the past, exactly what their plan is. So if the lineup, I'm looking at particular two, and it doesn't seem to be acting quite right. We'll see what they decide to do. All right, now we got cars being waiting up the pace car.
There we
Yep, there we
go.
go.
I mean, the number 88 car right next to Steve Baker. These guys are gonna put on a good show for you guys here tonight.
Well, here we go, getting ready to go green once again. Kyle Watt's back on the pace car though.
Yeah, we're gonna be delayed here to get those back cars caught back up. So once these cars catch back up, we should be lights out.
And see, that's what I love about this league is they do everything. They do this extra stuff to make sure that everybody has a fair opportunity. They could have let them go green there. Yeah, they could have. But then you've got guys halfway, half a track back. It's not in position.
Yeah, that would just create that would create a headache here for us up in the broadcast booth. Cars are just gonna be all over the place.
All right, now we're I think we're about ready to go. We'll see pace car on pit road. You're not going to delay it. Well, Kyle, it's about time to go back green to flag racing.
Alrighty, guys, let's go back green. Let's see if it'll drop. And there it goes. That green flag will drop. 88 with another great start on Steve Baker once again. It looks like the bull ring all over again. Steve Baker's going to jump up high, but that 88 of KD is going to run that bottom. I feel like he's going to run that bottom all night. That is going to where he's tied at. That's where he was great practice at, and there he is once again great, and another great start. Let's go and round out your top 5 here tonight. Right behind him is going to be the number 3 of Ricky Hart behind him, Steve Baker. So it looks like those two guys are going to be battling out here tonight. 4th place, the number 58 of AJ Fusco, and Justin Bankowski in that 74 car. Last race, he worked through his way through the field, so let's see if he does it once again. And there you guys see it, KD. I mean, here we go. Sorry about that. Lap after lap, getting in that rhythm. He's gonna just get a huge run on these guys. So, if no more cautions come out, you might be seeing KD run these lapped cars.
For sure now. And KD on a roll up front right now, man. 12 laps complete this time by Kyle.
Yeah, that halfway mark might be bad for him. These guys are going to lose their so I definitely can see some of these guys losing their rhythm. You guys might see this 2nd, 3rd place drop all the way back down to last just because they lost the feel for the track.
Yeah, that could be an issue, man, and it really could if you lose your rhythm. But these guys are experienced; they kind of know what they're doing. So we'll see how that plays out. Right now, the field pretty much single file.
Yeah, it looks like the Daytona 500 out here. Just cars following each other, really nothing action going on, but some races are like that. But that's right now, you want to wait it out. You don't want to try to win it because you can't win it right now. Look how many laps are left. We got 180 laps, so definitely don't want to win it. Just want to be conservative right now. No need to, be throwing huge.
Yeah, no need to take huge risk right now. Just save your equipment. You're 15 laps complete, Kyle, and man, what a great race for Martinsville.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good one tonight. I see another bull ring coming out. A little bit longer track, but still going to be great action. Again, as we just looking through the field here, I don't think the top 5 has changed, but once again, KD Osbon running that top position, number 1. He's going to be probably there all night. So these guys, you need to keep that in mind that, these drivers' top 4 are going to be very, very hard to pass. Running that, passing here, you really can't. At the moment, that running high, you're not going to go anywhere. The only place is the bottom.
Yeah, you really can't take these cars up high here. Again, I can't give away secrets. Obviously, I run these things official, but I'm telling you, you can't really do much on the high side.
It's just a time game right now. It's just a time to figure out where you run best, or, how hard you should hit the brake, how hard you should have hit the gas.
For sure, and it looks like that three of Ricky's starting to close down on KD a little bit. Steve right there as well. And to me, that's you talk about your big three in NASCAR. So far this season, this is the big three that I'd keep my eye on in the AMA series.
They always put on a good show for these fans, but Matt, if you can go look at that number 60 car, Brian Neff, he started 11th. He started 10th tonight and worked his way up to position number 5.
Yeah, Brian does a great job, and I tell you what, getting yourself through here at Martinsville, doing a good job. Now, keep in mind, guys, these guys cannot hit tires until the halfway break, so they got a long way to go on these tires.
Let's take a look at that top 3, Matt. Number 3 really battling hard. Or sorry, number 55 of Steve really battling hard with 3, giving a couple love taps every once in a while, just to say hi and let him know he's there.
Yeah, it's kind of the Morse code of racing. Tap, 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 tap. I'm here. And about the third one, you're going to send them up the racetrack.
And I think I see KD already catching these lapped cars once again. So lap traffic going to be hard tonight as this track is not wide at all.
No, it is not wide at all, folks. And I tell you what, Martinsville Speedway is just a tight little hairpin corner that you're going through. And I tell you what, I went to this race in real life a couple of years ago, and it was just a blast.
Well, I bet it would be a blast in real life. I mean, these cars are fun on ice.
Well, right now, up in front, KD still leads the way, man.
Yep, they were getting close there for a minute on lap 20 through lap 23. Definitely getting close, but now he's just getting that rhythm back. Here he goes again, pulling away from that field, but catching up to these lap traffic cars. Going through his mind right now is don't run into these guys, or telling it. Going through the mind is these guys. You can't run into me. I'm running first. I can't lose it.
No, definitely, you really can't at all. And I'll tell you what, I want to give a big shout out to all of our subscribers here. You guys shaped the show, and one big way you do that, as we got a yellow, we'll get back to that point in a moment. I'm not sure.
Could be that number 15 car of Zach Boyer.
Oh, uh-oh.
As you can see, he's gonna dive and get a little right front on that 12 car, just gonna send them up. I'm looking a little bit closer here, kind of see who was at fault here.
Well, it kind of looked like a block, maybe, possibly.
It kind of looked like that 12 car just ran into him.
Hey, that's short track racing. Thank goodness we're not admins.
Yeah. That 15 car is probably going to be a little upset for that one because it's going to send him to the back.
You know what happens, though? Hey, you race me the way I race you.
Yep. Revenge, not always the best thing, but some people just decide to lose it all and wreck both of them out.
Well, everybody will stay on track here. Of course, they can't come down and take tires or anything. So we'll go back to the point that I was making. The subscribers shaped the show, and here's how. I looked in the comments last week, and so many of you wanted Kyle back. And I went to Kyle. Yeah,
Really?
they actually really liked the parent. So as of right now, and for the foreseeable future, Kyle will most likely be here with us every Wednesday night that he can be. So I'm looking forward to that, Kyle. It should be a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it too. Thank you guys. I love being here. So I'm not going anywhere.
Well, Kyle, I gotta step out of the booth just a little bit, buddy, and I'll be back here in a few moments. Alright, we're back here, folks. Sorry about that. OBS decided to drop on us for no reason. It's back up now. The joys of broadcasting. OBS troubles. Well, what are you expecting to see over the next 30 laps or so, Kyle?
That's a hard question as of right now with this early in the race, but um, to see these three battling out, I expect something to go. This not really a good saying, but I feel like something's gonna go wrong with one of these big three guys. I hate to say it, but they're just racing so hard on a short track. It's just bound for somebody to make a mistake and wreck one of these top three guys out like last time. I mean, you saw it. These lap cars, they wrecked these top three cars out.
All right, buddy. Well, it's your turn. Turn them loose.
And that green flag is going to drop here at Martinsville Speedway. Here we go. Number 88 going to have another good start, but number 55 going to drop down to the bottom of that three car. Here we go. That three car is going to lose a lot of speed. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to stay with Steve Baker. What a great move. And as they come down the backstretch, Steve Baker and the number three car of Ricky Harden staying right next to each other. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Number three got a great run.
Ricky really fighting hard there. Steve was able to pull away a little bit, though. What a great side-by-side battle. We're seeing a little bit of a battle back here around 5th. That's Troy working his way through. Justin's going to drop back to 6th. AJ 7th. Right now, Justin 6th. Troy 5th. And right now, Ricky is falling back a little bit off the back bumper of Steve. But look at Brian from the back of the field to the front. He's up to 4th and looking for 3rd now. He'll be right there to the back bumper of that number 3 machine of Ricky. Really putting the pressure on him right now. There now.
Pressure it's tough. Some people can't handle that pressure. And I just hope he doesn't fold here. But Matt, I hate to break it to you real quick. With kids, you understand. I gotta take about a 10-minute break here to feed my daughter. So if that's all right with you.
No worries, dude. Go do what you need to do.
Alrighty, guys. Definitely, I'll be right back. I know you guys will miss me, but be right back here, Matt.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, green flag still in the air here. KD out front. Steve Baker right there behind him trying to make it work. Into that number 55 machine. Man, oh man. Baker really trying to close the gap down now. Can't do it just yet. About a 2 or 3 car length gap between these two. Ricky right there in 3rd. Ricky not able to really make any moves either at the moment. As we're clicking the laps off here at a pretty rapid pace, already 39 in the books of the 200. Again, we will have a halfway break here at the conclusion of lap 100. Brian still setting him 4th in that number 60 machine, and I'm just really impressed with the way he's worked his way through the field here so far. A little bit of front bumper damage, not too bad though. And here we go, into 1 and 2 one more time. Brian really trying to close the gap now on that number 3 machine of Ricky Harden. Steve Baker up there in 2nd still, no change from the top 2. KD also leading the way here. Right now, KD has led most of every lap here tonight, doing a great job. In that IGA number 88 machine. 43 laps going to be in the books this time by. KD has led each and every lap, and if we look back through the field a little bit, back here Gerald West running along there in the 7th position in that number 86 machine. Good run for him. Now the battle for second starting to tighten back up here. That is going to be Ricky and Steve still going at it. Those two, 2 and 3. 1:56 going to be in the books this time by. See if Steve can hang in there in the front of Ricky. Again, these front three battling it out hard here tonight, just like they will most of the season, I would imagine. But man, Brian has really showed some skill here tonight, getting through the pack in that number 60 machine. Winn-Dixie old school Mark Martin theme or paint scheme on that car. Coming up to the end of 47. I'm by. As we have a race battle for the race lead developing. Steve right there on the back bumper of KD, really putting the pressure to him now. Oh, look at the 3 getting sideways out of turn at number 2. Steve and KD 1-2. Lap number 48 goes in the books here for the AMA Modified Series Martinsville 200. There's 1 and 2 right now, first and second. The IGA machine on the front of Steve Baker, or Mr. Rick, or KD trying to hold off Steve Baker. And what a good run those two are putting in. Steve there in that SRTV number 55 machine. $51 out of 200 complete here tonight. We'll get ready to turn them loose here in just a moment once we get, not turn them loose, but turn the wick up on them here in a little bit because we're going to run low on time. And I'll tell you, intensity will pick up the later we get going in this thing. Of course, your leader's starting to catch up to some lap traffic. Steve Baker out there in the 55 machine is really trying to do everything he can to get by KD, but it's just not happening for him right now. Oh, we got a little bit of a problem there with iRacing. Wow, that was odd. And hi to Linda in chat. Justin's sick. I see you in chat there as well. Hey Justin, when are you going to come out and race these things? Now 1-2 and nose to tail. Now Steve's going to start to look to the inside line. Can't do it just yet. He may get in the back of KD here in a moment. We'll see if that ends up becoming the case here or not. Of course, KD right there near the front of the pack. At the front of the pack there, and Steve right there behind him. We'll see 56 out of 200 laps complete here tonight. Steve versus KD shooting it out up front. Right now we have 11 cars on the lead lap, Mike being the last car on the lead lap at this moment. Steve Baker is still trying to close the gap back down at 2. Katie Olson or Katie Osborne and not happening yet. Or excuse me, Osborne up front. And Baker is second, Harden third, Neff and fourth. That's going to be your top 4 as they roll down the front straightaway one more time. 59 will be the complete here as they come off a turn at number 2. Headed for 3 and 4, so we got about 40 laps to go to our halfway break here. And once we get there, of course, we'll bring them down pit road for 5 minutes. They will be stopped on pit road. Steve will go on the board at this time. 141 laps remaining right now. And KD still out front, just leading the field around like he's got him on a leash or something, just following up, having him pull right in behind him. And KD not really making any mistakes, not sliding off the bottom or anything. Keeping that car really nice and stable this whole run. As you've seen there, Steve getting a little loose. Man, that was a little loose there for Steve. He'll get it straightened out there off of turn number 4. He hangs on to that number 55 machine. And he will continue along. We'll drop back through the field just a little ways as your front 4 has kind of got spread out a little bit here. Looking back at Justin back here in the 6th and that 74 machine. And of course, West back here as well. But what do you say we do our first cranking up of the evening here, folks, for the AMA Modified Series? All right. Well, we're back here as you get to ride along there with KD in that number 88 machine, still out front as you see starting to catch up to some lap traffic and work his way through that lap traffic right now. See Baker right there in a second, still not really able to close the gap down. 131 laps to go. Again, stage break at lap 100. Baker right there in a second, still trying to catch KD, can't do it. And KD's working his way under the 8 machine. That's going to be Mr. Blake going 2 laps or 5 laps down there. The Steve works his way through, and now they're really starting to get into some lap traffic and work their way through here. Steve out front, Steve in second, trying to run down KD as they work their way through lap traffic. Another car right up here in front of KD. And what Steve wants is KD to get caught in traffic here. Give Steve another shot at it. But right now, KD just knifing through traffic like it's butter, man. Doing nice, smooth movements as he works his way through here. Of course, this is the AMA Modified Series here at Martinsville for the Martinsville 200. 127 is left in this one. Now 126 with a halfway break coming up after lap 100. And again, the crossover from KD, another car going another lap down. That's going to be the 12 machine of Tony getting put back a lap now as well. And that leaves 9 cars, Zach being the last car on the lead lap now. Let's go take a look here at Zach. There's the 15 machine, the last car on the lead lap at the moment. And I think he may be okay to the end of the stage. Last lap time of 22. He's losing about 3 to 4 tenths a lap. Here you race leader and you see the distance there. So it's going to be really close if KD will get to him before the end of this stage to put him a lap down. If he can stay there, that would obviously be what he would like to do. He'd like to stay on the lead lap with Zach. He wants to hang on to that lead lap position. But man, I don't know. As we got a battle brewing here, as Ricky is kind of caught up behind some lap traffic, and Brian trying to close in on Ricky for third as they work their way through lap traffic here. 80 out of 200 in the books. Again, only one really yellow here through this first 80 or so of laps. AD just doing a really nice job, like Linda down there in the comments said. Doing a nice job working his way through lap traffic and not letting it slow him down. Nice and smooth on the wheel here tonight. Excuse me, folks. Again, the throat's still a little bit sore from the other night's show, but we will get through it here. 82 out of 200 in the books tonight. If we take a look back here, of course, coming into the night, KD is in the points, but he's pretty far back, I do believe. Trying to find exactly where he came in tonight at. There he is. In 15th was Kenneth. So a nice run there for KD. And this could definitely help his point situation as it's set right now. Again, he came into the night 15th in points. So a run like this would really help his situation out a lot. His season not starting off the way he wanted it there for the first few shows. But man, it's starting to really turn around here for the IGN machine. Or I'd say IGN, really. RIP. Or the IGA machine, not IGN. Jeez. Of Mr. KD. Again, 87 out of 200 in the books here tonight. Justin back here in 5th. Troy 6th. 7th goes to Gerald. 8th to Zach. 9th to AJ. And 10th to Tony. That's your top 10 here with about 10 laps to go in this first half of it. Of course, your next bit of racing action on Extreme Sim TV is not until this coming Sunday for the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Sunday. We'll be off tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, along with Saturday. And we'll be back with you come this Sunday. And still everybody doing a good job keeping it clean for the most part through this first half. But don't look now, Steve Baker is reeling in KD at the end of this half. Again, after this, they will be able to take 4 fresh tires during the stage break, or the halfway break, whatever you'd like to call it. And Steve really trying to take advantage right now and get back to KD and maybe get the race lead. Oh, Steve, hang on to that machine. Of course, Steve came in second in points, moving up one spot, or getting moved out of the lead after last week's race. Rex, they're taking over the race lead, or the point lead. And of course, Rex not able to make the show tonight. So a big night here for all these guys. Rex probably going to lose quite a few positions in points after tonight. 94 of 200 will be complete this time by. And Steve Baker right there almost at the back bumper of KD. KD still leads the way in the IGA machine. Or excuse me, KD leads the way in the IGA machine. Steve Baker right there behind him. I think I said Steve Baker, Radiohead. Yeah, that was my fault, guys. So ripped to the broadcaster. KD out front now, 97 out of 200 complete. We're closing in on that halfway marker. Lap number 98 on the board. Of course, Kyle stepped away there a little bit ago, had to go feed his daughter. Completely understandable. And he'll be back when he can be here in the second half. As we're coming to 99, Steve gets sideways off the turn of 4 once again. I think we got 2 laps, should be about 2 laps to go. One more after this one, and we'll bring them to pit road for your halfway break. .101 on the board, or 101 laps to go. And KD closing the gap down to that 15 machine. Who is the last car on the lead lap? And there they're going to bring them to pit road. Everybody backing off the gas. And we'll take 100 here, and then we will bring them down and park them in their pit stalls for 5 minutes for the halfway break this evening. KD's bringing them down here, and man, what a run in the first half of this one for KD. He has led all 100 laps here early in this one, in this first half. Man, what a performance out of KD there. And it's just impressive. 100 laps led in this 100 lap first stint. And we'll see if we can get a word with Mr. KD here now that they're in their pit box. AKD, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on it, buddy? Alrighty, man, you have led 100 laps here in this first half of the race. Every lap you ran, you was in the lead. And I was told by Linda that last week was your first modified race. And now you're out here leading every lap at Martinsville. What does that feel like? Well, you're definitely putting on a clinic out there. And I tell you what, you come in tonight with some momentum. You know, you were back there 15th in points. But with this performance that you're putting on tonight, what potential does this have? With Rex not being here tonight, does it really help you out points wise? Alrighty, man. Well, once we go back green, you'll have it under 100 to hang on. Best of luck to you, buddy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we will grab P2, Mr. Steve Baker. Hey, Steve, it's Matt up here in Extreme Sim TV booth. You got me? Alright, man, you've been second. You've been right there with Mr. KD. Or you was in third there as well for a while. But what's it going to take to get up to KD there? Yeah, Ricky's definitely got a strong car there as well in third.
Yeah.
Alrighty, buddy. Alrighty, guys. Well, we'll get ready. Go back racing here in a moment and say thank you, Steve, for coming up and talking with me. Alrighty, guys. Well, we'll be back with you here in a moment on Extreme Sim TV's coverage of the AMA Modified Series. Alrighty, folks, we're back here. Green flag must go back in the air. The second half of the AMA Modified Series. Martinsville 200 underway. Oh, trouble in the back of the pack. The Brian Neff involved. Or Brian Neff. Brian Neff, they're in the 60 involved. What in the world? He's had such a great night. Oh, just a little bit of contact there with the 86 and just yellow flag back on the racetrack. Again, this was the restart for the second half and nothing they could do. But what this has done, Steve Baker being scored as your leader at the time of caution. And you can see as he noses ahead out of turn number 2, he's going to get scored the race lead. And boy, does that help him out a lot. So he was able to outdo KD in 1 and 2 when the yellow flag flew. That gave Mr. Baker the race lead. Wow. What a turn of events here tonight. Alrighty, folks, we're back. Green. Steve Baker taking over the race lead. Sorry about the audio interruption. Weird things went on with the OBS tonight. Kind of figured that might happen this close to 4th of July. A lot of internet traffic. And right now, Baker out front. KD runs second. Again, the first time KD's been in second really all night long. And Steve, of course, got it there on that restart of the stage. Now we'll see if Steve can hang in there. Victor third. How this turns out with 84 laps. 84 to go here for the AMA Modified Series Martinsville 200. And right now, Steve Baker leads the way. Baker out front, but look at him stack up behind him. There's three of them with the 94. Oh boy, that's gonna get tight off the corner. Oh, easy battling for third here, guys. Be careful. Get yourself in trouble in a hurry when you're that tightly packed together. Guys are right on the top of each other. Right there, one, second, third, or fourth. My goodness, they're right there under a blanket. 80 right in front of him. Steve really though able to open up a gap. Good job by Steve. Get by, get to the race lead, open up a gap. That's exactly what he has done. As we're coming up to almost 75 to go here. I'm definitely ticking down for these front runners. Look at Ricky there. That car stepping out on him out of turn number 2. He hangs on to it there, but that could have been disastrous. As a 94 of Radford there, really trying to make a move here back up to third, as I think we got Kyle back in the booster. Oh, you're fine, buddy. Well, Kyle, we've got a heck of a battle for around 4th position right now, but Ricky Harden and Radford, Steve took over the race lead just after the halfway break and hasn't looked back since.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Well, just as you say that, it looks like Radford's going to try to take over third, and now looks at Ricky. Ricky's going to make the move back underneath of him once again. Let's start spread out here again once again. I know what we saw at the end of stage 1. Everybody kind of got spread out there. What? And we're seeing some great battles out there tonight.
Oh, these.
Yeah, you know, they got 4 fresh tires during that halfway break, but you're already wearing, you know, you're starting to wear your new set out, the 29 laps on this set. But I tell you what, man, I'm impressed with Steve out front now.
Ready. That's like. Get behind.
Yeah, it's one heck of a showing out there tonight, guys. But man, look at this. Steve is actually capping the field. I'm in shock.
Yeah,
Yeah, at some point you got to get them moving. We've only got 66 laps to go, and that's not very long here at all.
that has.
Well, yeah, you could, but at the same time, you can't just set in the line either. Run out of options. Yeah, it is, because the problem here that they have with people, and it's very difficult on them.
Just
Yeah, he is definitely last lap time of the 19.8 to the 19.66 of KD. KD was actually faster that last time by. And yeah, if the gap he's got right now is going to take KD a little bit to get back to it.
out of
Well, does he have enough time to hang on with only 60 laps to go? That's the question.
that's a hard.
Well, if we look at our lap times here, they're gaining about a tenth or so a lap. Right now, they're about 9/10 back. So if you do the math, that's going to be 10 laps at least before they catch him. And as we all know, catching them and passing them are two different things.
Oh yeah. How was it? I passed.
Yeah, it seems to me that the initiating pass seems to
Now
be
let me
the
ask you
hard
this,
part.
man.
But you know, that's the thing. From what I've seen, it's very hard for these guys to pass. You know, it's difficult. They catch them, but they can't get around them. Yeah, he's gaining. I mean, obviously not the way he would like to be gaining.
No, he does not want to be gaining. He wants to be in front of. But look at that. 94 is right on his bumper, man. I mean, you gotta. I mean, he has to pass. He has all this momentum.
But here's the thing: he has nowhere to go. The only thing he can do is put the bumper to the back.
Yeah, and if you're taking a look there, he tried to run that outside, but look at this. He's gonna try to do it again and just, loses
Yeah,
it
you
all.
can't. Oh, now he gets underneath them.
he's gonna dive into the bottom.
No, not enough.
Not enough.
You're really gonna have to stick that car in there and make it fit. Where it doesn't fit, make it.
This track is 97 degrees, so that's gonna definitely be hard on these tires. Oh, there we go, number 3 up into the wall. That's gonna cause some damage for him there. He's gonna move him back down to 4th position. That is a rough one there for that number 3 car.
Oh man, poor. I really feel bad for Ricky.
He was running good, but unfortunately he got too high on that. Steve with a really good lap there of a 19.5, but right behind him that 19.6 of KD Osborne. So it's a battle here. They're not battling next to each other, but it's a battle definitely of who has gonna have the fastest lap and who's gonna be able to gain more speed.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to take his time to get to Steve. I think. Because if he's not careful, he'll burn his stuff up trying to get there.
And here you go, fans. Lap 150 out of 200 here. That means 50 laps to go. Let's see. Everybody's going to start really getting their heads straight and what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. So watch some great action here. The AMA Modifieds.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun here at the very end there. Man, I'm telling you what, if I am Steve, I am just running away towards that checkered flag as fast as I can.
Steve, remember we talked to him in the pre-race, and he's feeling good about tonight. I can definitely see, and now he's really feeling good, but it's it's going to be a close one here, Matt.
Oh, for sure. It's going to be one heck of a show. Yellow flag in the air.
There's a yellow.
Go back and see where that may have happened. Oh, a car around on the back stretch. It looks like they're trying to get a car number.
Is that number 3 car? I'm pretty sure.
Indeed, it is. Wow. What happened here?
He hit that wall earlier. That could have been the reason why he wrecked out.
We'll take a look. Again, he just looped it out of turn 2, looked like.
And yep, that right rear got away from him, and it definitely scared him there. And there he goes, rolling it around.
And you might be right. That might have been some damage that caused that. And everything that could have been the issue here, causing them to go around here again. But nevertheless, the yellow back out on the speedway one more time.
Unfortunately, Ricky Harden, taking that 3rd position right now in points, unfortunately wrecked out. He's hopping in the trailer and going home tonight, unfortunately, for Ricky Harden. KD Osmond, here we go, guys. Take a look out on the number 88 car right outside of Steve Baker. Let's see if he can get a good jump on him here tonight for about 40 laps to go here.
Yeah, coming up on 40 to go. You're running out of time, man. That's the big thing.
I always hear race car drivers in their interviews saying if they had more time, if they had 2 more laps, they would have got them. And this is a perfect example here tonight. Some of these people really need, more laps. 1 lap could change everything in racing. I mean, and not even that. I mean, 1 turn can change everything in racing.
For sure. That's the thing you got to worry about, Just that quick, it can change.
Those lights still going on that pace car. That is a beautiful pace car here tonight at Martinsville. Moving these cars around this track under caution. These yellow lights are still out, but we should be turning off these lights once they pass the flag post. Let's see if race control, see what do they do here. Yep, lights are going to go out here. So let's go and round out your top 5 real quick while we have it. Steve Baker taking that 1st position. Let's see if he can keep on to it. Right next to him on that 88 car, Katie Osbon. Right behind them is going to be Zach Coyer in that number 15 car, and that number 12 car, Tony Quadros. He's moved up, hasn't he, Matt?
Yes, he has, and we'll get ready to go green here in a moment for you now. And it's going to be fun.
Alrighty, guys. I'm glad to be back. And here we go. The great racing action here. Green flag drops. 55 went a little early there, it looked like. 88 couldn't catch up to him, but here we go. Nonetheless, going to have some good racing here tonight. And as you see, 55 running that bottom line as he has all night. That's where he loves it. But KD is going to try to maybe pass him on the outside here. Nobody's going to stick to the outside. KD really needs to get some momentum here, and he needs a lot of time. He doesn't have a lot of time left, so he needs to make a move now. Right behind KD is going to be that 94 car, and he's going to be in position 3 right on KD's bumper. I'm going to give him a little love tap, let him know he's there, and let's see them battle it out here, Matt.
Yeah, for sure. And we also seen there the 88 KD car step out on him, and again it does out of 4. Man, that car must be getting loose on him the harder he pushes it to try to make something happen here with Steve. I mean, I think he's just wearing his equipment out the further we go.
Matt, I think he's getting a little cocky. I'm not gonna lie, he's getting cocky. KD wants to get up there with Steve, so that's a lot of emotion right there. He really wants to get up there, and he's losing track of how he's going to win this race. He just wants to win.
Well, and that's the thing. It's emotion. You want to get there, and you're nailing the throttle, and you're not, and you just burn your tires to pieces.
Yeah, you want to, yes, you want to use your right foot, but that left foot, you got to use it sometimes. I'm not a big fan of using the brake, but hey, it's racing. You got to use
I
it.
don't think of any of us that do this as a big fan of using the brake. To be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just drive it in harder and make up time. Well, that don't always work.
Nope. Really, really close battle in here all night. And these, first and second hasn't really been battling hard, but these third and fourth positions been having a good time here tonight.
Well, a little bit of story time here with just a few laps remaining. Talking about driving it too hard, Kyle. In my modified race this week, I decided I was going to go for the win, drive the car completely into the middle of the corner before I even touched the brakes. So you can imagine how that worked out.
That probably didn't go well there,
No,
man.
it did not go very well. It went very wrong really quickly.
Yeah, these catch finches, man, that's a good thing they're there, because Matt definitely likes them.
Yeah, I sent it in a little deep.
All right, guys, let's get back to this racing action here. The AMA Modifieds. These top 5 cars having a good night tonight. Burning up these tires, though, so these laps counting down are very, very conservative here. These drivers, a lot of emotion going through their mind. As the season goes on, as points start going up, we're almost to, at 115 right now with Rex Hoyle, but unfortunately he didn't make it tonight. So Steve Baker wants to really, really hop into first tonight.
He does, and you are right. The further we get into this season, points are becoming more and more valuable. The closer we get to the end here. Again, only a 12-week season for these guys.
Yeah, 12 weeks. That's not that long of a season if you kind of think about it. I think that's 12 races, right? They race every Wednesday.
That is. Sorry about the cough there, guys, but they do race every Wednesday. And
go ahead.
I believe they're off here in 2 weeks, and that's the only off week they have.
It's going to be time for some of these guys. People, have things pop up, but at the end of the day, you got to make your race, because as you see here, Rex is not making it tonight. And as you see, when these points get updated, that's going to move right down to the bottom. It's going to be a hard, it's easy to go to the bottom, but it's not that easy to come back up to the top.
No, it's not. And I'll tell you what, you look at the schedule we're headed towards as the battle tightens up on the racetrack. We go to Stanford next week, then Langley, and then the Charlotte Legends Oval on July the 31st to end out July. Some hectic racetracks coming up. But look at this battle. All of a sudden, KD has reeled in Steve.
Yeah, Matt, if you can go in the cockpit of the number 88 car of KD, let's just look how he's working this wheel right now. Really, really smooth. Look at that. Got to be smooth as you can be. You can't be turning these wheels very hard, because you'll lose it.
Yeah, if we take a look here, just nice and easy. Man, it's so hard. Oh,
and that is 88 getting into the wall. That's going to lose him a spot, because 94 is going to move it in the middle. Here we go, guys. 88, 94 coming down the backstretch.
I was on board there with the 88 when that happened. Still side by side. Man, we're getting down to it. We're getting close to 20 to go here now. Only about 9 minutes of racing action remain here tonight, guys. So these guys have really got to give it everything they got here for the remaining little bit here. 27 laps to go.
Big moving up to that 45 car. That 45 car is a lap down, as you see. So lap traffic, again, a factor here tonight. But the biggest factor right now is KD. I mean, he almost wrecked out. he has to be a little upset after that, because 94 is going right around him. But it's hectic. It definitely
Yeah,
is.
Radford, they're in the 94 machine. Able to take advantage, move that car up into P2. Now, has he got anything for Baker up front? And right last time by, he was faster than Baker.
I'll be honest with you, Matt. Steve Baker looks like if he keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to be in victory lane tonight. Great night from Steve.
And it looks like if that happens, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a certain broadcaster wins 50 cents.
Katie, sorry, Ricky.
I don't know.
Matt, can I bet on something
No,
else?
you're stuck, bud.
Ricky, come back.
Well, we've got about 20 laps to go, and the pick for you did not work out that well.
No, I completely forgot. Ricky was my guy, but he's probably already home.
Oh, man. Well, that worked out lovely for you. Oh, yellow on the speedway.
Yeah, we got a yellow.
Whoa, where did that come from? If we can figure it out here. Oh, a Tony there in the 12 machine around backwards. And that will bring the yellow out once again. We'll take a look at it. Ooh, some bumping there from the 58, and that just turned him around. Nice little love tap, and around he came. I believe that was the 58. We'll go back and take one more look at it.
Yeah, I'm looking here, Matt. Let's see if we can kind of analyze what happened here and who was at fault.
And I don't have to do much analyzing there, buddy. That was a hi, bye, see you later type of deal.
And boom, just got into 12's right rear and sent them, say bye-bye. 58's going around them like nothing happened.
See ya. I can't say
now.
I've never done that. Just saying. I can't say that I've never done that. Yeah.
I can see you doing it, man. I can see it.
Cough, cough, a lap car in the Super Late Model race the other night. Cough, cough. I was the leader. The brakes went out, Kyle. That's what happened.
Oh, the brakes. I've heard that one.
Yeah. I didn't just pile drive anybody into the corner for no reason.
Alrighty, guys, let's take a look at here. Tony Corrado's going to still be in the race after that, so he's going to be waiting around the pace car. Steve Baker, I don't know what's going through your mind here, buddy, but I would be a little nervous, with 94 and KD right behind you. Now that you're in a caution, you have to get a good start here.
Yeah, not much time. 19 laps to go. And probably like 18 probably 17 actually by the time we go green.
We should be coming in, as you see, guys. We are coming into turn 3 and 4. One of the where some of these wrecks has happened. So as you see there, some skid marks from some of these guys wrecking out there, but should be going lights out after we pass this flag box here. Let's see what happens here, guys.
And actually, if we look at the caution count here tonight, 6 cautions, 31 laps. A certain broadcaster picked under. So, that make it double 50 cents? Well, I'm gonna.
Well, I never heard anything about double. Here Matt should go buy a lottery ticket. He's doing well tonight.
And I'm up to a whole $1.
I can get about 4 pieces of bubble gum.
Oh man.
Alrighty, guys. Let's drop these lights here. Race control. We're ready. Up here, we're in the broadcast booth. These fans want to see some good racing. Let's put it on here for them. Lights out on that pace car, as you see. Let's go and round out our top 5. We haven't done that in a little bit. Not much has changed, but in that number 1, Steve Baker 55 car is going to be in that first position. Right on the next one, going to be a 95 of Troy Radford. Right behind him, one of the favorite drivers of mine, Katie Osmond. Zach Corey, that 15 car position 4 on the right side of him is going to be Brian. No.
That's going to be Zach, and then it'll go to Brian. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, okay. Messed up here, but let's drop that flag here tonight with about 15 laps to go. Steve Baker, another great start. That 94 is going to drive it on the outside of 88. It's going to get him a good run, maybe.
Oh,
Nope, that KD is still going to be driving on that bottom, great all night. That's his spot. He wants to keep it there. Be 1 second here tonight.
Steve, exactly what he wants to see is them two stay side by side behind him with 15 to go now. As they cross the stripe this time by, we're coming to 14. Steve now a little bit of a block down the back straightaway, take that inside line away.
Steve should be sweating here with, is KD going to give a little bump?
Oh, trouble.
94.
Yellow out.
That is a heartbreaking wreck. Let's see what happened here, man. Let's just
Bradford just getting on the throttle a little bit. The car coming around with him into the inside wall. Yellow flag once again. Of course, the yellow flag on your screen and brought to you by Slide Job Racing or Slide Job Sales Racing Diecast and Collectibles. If I could get my tongue untied for 5 minutes, that would be awesome. But man, Radford just coming around with him. Nothing he could do there, Kyle.
He hit it. He hit that wall hard. 94 of Troy Radford. Man, that's heartbreaking for him. Hopefully he's still in the race, but that was a hard hit.
He's still in the race, but I'm pretty sure it hurt that car.
Look at that front bumper. That's not looking. I don't think that's how front bumpers should look here in these modifieds.
Well, as we're getting down to the end of this, guys, I just want to I do want to make another note with everyone. No racing here tomorrow night, or Friday, or Saturday. We'll be back here on the channel Sunday night for the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. And don't hold me to this, but I think they're at Sonoma. I'm like 89% sure they're at Sonoma. Watch them be everywhere but Sonoma, Kyle.
Yeah, it probably will. Alrighty, there you go. As these top 3 cars still battling out. Very, very heartbreaking for Troy. That was not what we were expecting here tonight up in the booth. We were thinking Troy, would get it done past KD, but KD, kept it going. And unfortunately, Troy, that right rear probably got, that tire was probably a little burned up and sent him and couldn't save it. So very heartbreaking here tonight for the AMA Modified Series.
Well, and there's something I want to point out here for the fans at home. The drivers that are on the East Coast, it's starting to get late for them. It's 10:30 at night. You're starting to get tired, especially if you've worked all day, this and that. And that can cause some mistakes out onto the racetrack.
Yeah, you're not. Oh yeah, you're not thinking right when you're tired. And when you're tired, you want to just get it over with as quick as you can. So you got to get that out of your mind. You got to get focused. You got to, it's not about. Sorry, it's about making the best decisions you possibly can, because you can't make the wrong decision in racing. You can't.
Exactly. Well, we'll go green here with 10 laps to go. Roughly 2 minutes of racing is what it will take them to get around Martinsville 10 times. How turn them loose once again, buddy.
All right, let's have some fun here, guys. Let's have some fun at the AMA Modified Series. 10 laps to go. Steve Baker's going to get another great start, but 88 has another great start on the right side. He's going to start on the outside. Rubbing his racing here tonight, guys. So 88's going to be on that outside.
Trouble behind them. Multiple cars involved. Got a turn at number 2. I'm going to get a number for you as the car went around in the middle of the straightaway. It's going to be Zach there in the 15 machine going around. They were 3 wide there, Kyle, and it just went very wrong really quick.
I was so focused on that front. I'm glad you interrupted me there and said that was happening, because I was so focused on the battle up front, man.
Yeah, and that's what happens. And as 3 wide there just did not work out. But that's what happens, Kyle, if you're in the booth, especially with one person. You're focused on the racing action up front.
Matt, take a look at 74. He was the cause of the caution. Look, he got in the grass, which made him loose, and then stuck his right rear in that Nerf bar of the modified. He said that's 74's fault. That is 100% 74's fault.
Man, you are brutal, bro.
No, you gotta be on. I have to be honest here. That is 74's fault. And if race control doesn't call that, that would be insane.
Oh man.
But but in 74's defense, 15 kind of moved
Oh,
down
now
on
you're
him.
going to backtrack. No, Kyle, keep going. You're not allowed to backtrack at this point.
Well, I don't want to be too harsh on these guys. These guys already had enough tonight.
Well, at this moment, I'm just going to end the stream over to Kyle. Come on down, I'm done laughing at Kyle.
Alrighty, guys. There's no more. There's very little time. Honestly, not enough time for anybody to make a hero move. So, Steve Baker's probably in there saying to himself, "I took the win tonight here at Martinsville Speedway," and Katie's behind him, probably shedding a couple tears. Definitely wanted to win tonight for 2 nights in a row, but just don't have enough time. Again, as we're moving through here, that track is heating up more and more. Now the track is at 108 degrees Fahrenheit. That track is burning up. Alrighty, lights should be going out. If let's see here as they pass this flag box.
Well, I'm just going to continue to sit here and laugh my butt off. But this should be a good finish here at the end here, Kyle. Entertaining broadcast nonetheless.
Oh, thank you. It's just been so fun. Again, I want to thank you fans out here without you guys, this Extreme Sim TV wouldn't be a thing. Again, I want to thank Matt for getting me on this thing. You really started me in this whole broadcasting commentating thing, and I've loved it every minute, every race. Again, thank you, man. I've had a blast. I can't wait to work more with you.
No problem, buddy. And that's going to be the fun part because I'm going to leave the stream on air and we're going to let you talk to race control after the race.
Oh, I might say a couple words of race control. Alrighty, guys. Lap 1. It's going to be a 1-lap shootout, guys. So don't expect anything crazy here. Again, fans, thanks for coming out for these 200 laps here at Martinsville.
Technically, it'll be 2 to go. It reset to 2 to go. So that changes things.
Well, if they go across the flag bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yep,
Well,
it will be coming to 2 laps to go here. So it's going to be a 2-lap shootout.
Okay. Alrighty, Matt. Let's have some fun here tonight. 55, starting again on your pole. Let's see what he does here. This track is hot. These tires are hot. These tires are burning up, so anything can happen here. That Katie's going to be on the outside of him. He's going to have a good run. Yes, he is, but 55 is faster because he's running on that bottom. That bottom line is where you want to be tonight, but 88 going to be on the outside of him. Going to get a little contact here on the left rear. That was.
White flag in the air. This is going to be it. One more time around here. Oh, and there's
anything can happen right now.
Oh, boy.
Anything can happen.
Side by side out of turn 2. And oh, no.
Steve. Katie Osborne is going to be your winner tonight at Martinsville. I'm speechless, Matt.
That happened.
I'm speechless. I had to see what happened.
That happened.
Fans, again, if you were looking away, that happened so quick. Once Matt gets you that replay there of that 55 car, insane. I told you this track was hot. These tires are burning up.
We're looking at this in slow-mo. And you're just watching them come off the corner here. And Steve's car just see you later. I mean, and nothing he can do about it.
I have to talk to Steve again. What? I mean, boom, right. Happened so quick there, fans.
Wow. Unreal.
And there you go. Katie Osborne. 2 nights in a row doing his little celebration out there. Let's give him a round of applause. Congratulations to that 88 car once again.
Man, first 2-time winner this season. Wow. All right, folks, we'll grab your race winner down here in just a moment and get a word with him. I'm still in shock a little bit. So let's get a word in with KD.
Thank you.
Hey, KD, it's Matt and Kyle up here in the Extreme Sim TV booth. Well, what's it like to walk away with the win here at Martinsville, the first person to win 2 races this season, man?
Man, that was an intense race for sure. I thought after I got past, I would not have anything for the leaders there.
Yeah, you had the Steve down there below you, and he just gets loose off the corner. And once he got loose, you were able to power away from it.
Yeah, I mean on that last lap, he said I may have bumped into him there. I didn't feel it in my car or see it. So I mean, if that was the case, then I don't feel so good about the win. But I'm gonna have to go look at it.
Matt, I have to ask KD one
Go
question.
for it, buddy.
I mean, KD, was that luck or was that skill? I mean, what just happened out there? I mean, that was 99% luck. You got to agree with me there, KD.
Yeah, that was a little bit of skill and a lot of luck.
Oh, but it's better to have luck than skill, isn't it?
Oh yeah, every day.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations nonetheless. Well,
Thank you.
2 wins. You'll probably be at the top of the leaderboard as far as points go at the end of the night. We'll have to wait. Well, you'll be close to the top of the leaderboard, I should say. We'll have to wait and see where it comes out. But congratulations nonetheless. Your winner here tonight in the AMA Modified Series Martinsville 200. KD, buddy, great job.
Thank you guys.
No problem, buddy. Well, I know you really want to talk to Steve really badly. But we're going to grab AJ right quick if we can find him. Actually, I don't see him in TeamSpeak.
I think Steve left out of anger. That's unfortunate.
And I don't see Justin in TeamSpeak either.
Or AJ, yeah.
So we're going to do something a little bit different because we're going to grab race control.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to race control.
Alrighty, race control. You got a copy?
Hey,
Alright, you got a broadcaster up here that's been wanting to talk to you for like the last 20 laps of this race. So,
how's it going, Tyler?
So-
How's it going?
here's I'm just going to do this right now. Extreme Sim TV does not agree or express with the opinions of associates from Extreme Sim TV. Have at it, Kyle.
So Tyler, me and Matt have been up here.
Not being mad. Not being mad. For like me and for like Kyle. Okay, continue.
I mean, it's these last 20 laps were really something, and we were taking a look at some wrecks there at the end, and I mean, I had to be honest with some people. I mean, you got to be honest, and sometimes the truth hurts. But that car, that I think it was the 74, he ran. I don't know if you saw it, but he was coming down that I think it was turn 3 and got into the grass a little bit and just threw up and hit that 15. I'm pretty sure, and just in my opinion, if you're on the inside and you hit the grass and you get loose and you run up into somebody, that's the inside car's fault, right?
Yes, it should be. So, I'm definitely reviewing it now, kind of going back, looking at the different angles. At
the end, that was definitely something for me and Matt to watch. Steve, it was heartbreaking for us to watch Steve as he had such a good night. But I heard from KD that KD gave Steve a love tap, and I guess Steve was a little mad about that. Did you see that?
I was looking at that one. I've already cleared that one. Looking at it, it's close. They were running hard. I didn't see personally any contact on that when I was looking at it, so I'm putting that kind of just as Steve getting loose on that one. Fortunately, it just wasn't. He just wasn't able to kind of save it on the exit, especially with the old long tire run that we had on that. And the old tires, it just kind of snapped around on them. But I did not see any contact on that one.
Alrighty, that definitely answers my questions,
Alrighty.
Matt.
Well, so like I said, any opinions expressed by associates of Extreme Sim TV is not responsible or promoted by Extreme Sim TV. I think that's how that goes on TV land, of how that works.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a lot of fun up here tonight, Tyler. I think I've laughed more tonight than I have in a long time. You have to go back and watch the replay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I
All
definitely
right.
will.
As
And I'm looking at that last one right now. So
as always, man. Like I said, we're just the broadcasters. We're not the admins. But I've got a partner up here with us now. Hey, what? He's a little harsh, I have to say. Love him to death, but man, he can entertain you. It's definitely entertainment.
oh man, but yeah, it's fun having you guys. So I definitely appreciate what y'all do for us and all. It's great broadcast each and every week. I'm totally thrilled with it, and I definitely couldn't be happier.
Yeah, we definitely. I try to provide something different, and that's the thing is, it's so to be hard to be different. It is so hard to be different sometimes, but it was a lot of fun tonight. Looking forward to next week. Kyle will be back with us next week, and we'll have a lot of fun once again. But we're gonna let you go, Tyler. We're gonna wrap it up here from Martinsville, and have a great 4th of July, Tyler.
Sounds good. You guys too, and yeah, appreciate everybody and all the fans and support that we get, and I hope everybody has a great holiday and a safe one at that. So, yeah, definitely enjoy tomorrow night, and yeah, I appreciate you guys, and thanks again. Happy July 4th.
You too.
Thanks, Tyler. Have a nice night.
All right. Well, we're going to go through the finishing results, and I'm going to continue to laugh at my broadcast partner up here because this was great. Love having him here. And this is what this is supposed to be all about. Look, it, you can. I'm gonna play inside baseball because why not? That's already been nuts. You can come up here. You can act uber professional, not have any fun. The broadcast not be as enjoyable, or you can come up here, be two friends watching a race, and have a good time. I'm not promoting alcoholic beverages. I may or may not a few times in my broadcasting career done that. But my point here being for everybody at home, when you go watch these broadcasts, no, they're not professionals. But the ones that are going to entertain you is the ones that are legitimately having fun. Kind of like me and Kyle. We legitimately had fun tonight.
That was something, man. That I had more fun up in the booth than I think I've ever had even in a race car, man. That was so much fun.
So the point there being, we may do things different here. We definitely do things different. You mean compared to other places, but we have fun doing it, and that's what me and I know Kyle, as me and him talked about that a little bit. That's what I want this to be: fun for me, fun for you guys, fun for the league, and that's what it turns into. So we're gonna go through race results. Of course, we're looking forward to next week, and we'll bring up that here in just a moment once we get through race results. Uh, and then we'll talk about next week there, Kyle, and get ready for that one.
Alrighty, sounds good, Matt. Go ahead and run them through that result.
We all do. All right, out front, Ahmed, Katie is still in shock. Of course, AJ getting second, Justin at third. Steve there didn't get a chance to speak with him. Finishes fourth. Fifth is Mr. Tony. Sixth is Brian. Brian doing a good job, work his way from the back of the pack all the way up to sixth. Seventh there, Mr. Pearson. Eighth, Radford. Ninth, Boyer. 10th is Blake. 11th is West. Harden. 12th. I believe that's Doug back there in 13th. I'm double checking it. It is indeed. Mike there 14th. 15th, Scotty. 16th was your race control. And Ray Radford scored a 17th, 11th in the final spot here tonight. It's a crazy night here, but it gets even more nuts here in just a little over a week here, less than a week now, because technically, and right about a week, we'll be heading over to Stanford Motor Speedway. Now, Stanford, man, if nobody's ever ran there, it's going to be a tricky little short track.
Yeah, I mean, again, short track racing, it's something, but when you have a short track, sorry, let me reword that. A shorter track, it's hard. I mean, some people, come from these big, racetracks, Talladega, Daytona, Indy 500, these big tracks. They don't like these small little tracks because every mark you gotta hit.
Yeah, and definitely, and I'm glad we ended. I'm glad you had a blast. It was a lot of fun tonight, and then we go to Langley. We go to the Charlotte Legends Oval, which, can I just say that right now? That's going to be bumper tag city.
We ought to name the title of the stream Bumper Cars.
Yeah, turn to right for bumper tag city. So anyway, we'll have that one coming up on the 31st, and then we head over on the 7th of August, Southern National, one of my personal favorites. So you're getting some great races coming up. Going to be a lot of fun here, and AMA Modifieds. Let's just say you've not seen the last of them after this season. It's being worked on for next season. Of course, these guys don't run one after the other. You know, the Modifieds will be back next June. And as long as everything goes well and everything's right, and I'm here doing this, and Kyle's here doing this, chances are we'll be back next season with them as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward. 2 races already. It's, in my opinion, it's getting better. I mean, there's usually a couple races in between seasons where it's not, it's a show of just chaos. But as far as now, these guys really put on a good show.
For sure. Well, everybody at home, I hope you've enjoyed tonight. I want to give a big shout out to everybody out there. The eve of 4th of July, I come out and had a great show. Thank you to all the active military, retired and active, fire, EMS, all you guys. We appreciate it. Couldn't do what we do without you guys doing what you do. Hope y'all have a great 4th of July and have a great night. And God bless. And for Kyle and Matt from Extreme Sim TV, do we want to throw the baby girl in there too tonight since she was a part of the show technically?
Yeah,
Throw her in there. We will see y'all next week back here for the AMA Modified Series on Extreme Sim TV. And don't forget, Kyle is bad broadcaster. I good got broadcaster. He harsh. I know it.
Alrighty, guys. Have a nice night. Make sure to be safe during this July 4th.
And boy, I agree with that 110%. We're going to go ahead and get out of here before we get ourselves in trouble. We'll see you in the next one here on Extreme Sim TV.